In a world where a strange sickness has made almost everyone disappear, there's a story about a guy who finds himself in a big hole full of people who have passed away. It's unclear if he's also gone until he suddenly blinks. Then he starts making odd sounds and movements, like someone who's very sick or missing something important. He realizes he's trapped in this frightening place with others who are no longer alive. Then, he spots a woman above him and shouts for her help. She thinks for a moment, then throws down a rope and runs away. Before climbing out, he discovers a gun in the hole. With the gun, he walks through a creepy forest in the rain until he finds a small house. Inside, a group of people are arguing about whether it was right to help the guy from the hole. As he enters, everyone starts pointing guns and blaming each other, trying to figure out whose house it is and why everyone else is gone. He shares his story of waking up with those who are gone and how the woman with the rope helped him. Some are upset she helped a stranger. But the twist is, he doesn't know them and they don't know him. Suddenly, another man starts screaming and twisting on the floor, just like the main guy did at the start. A blonde woman tries to help him while everyone else watches in shock. Our main character asks what's happening, but the twisting man is just as confused. It's a tale of strangers, a mysterious illness, and lots of questions. A blonde lady named Sharon explains that they're all stuck in a place away from the rest of the world, with no way to call or message anyone. They find plastic tags that show their names: Sharon, Michael, Lucas, who has a gun, and Nathan, who seems to have come back from being gone. There's also an Asian lady who doesn't talk but writes weird symbols, making everyone wonder what they mean. Nathan wonders why she helped him, finding out she can't talk or understand English, but it seems like she knows something important because she was awake before anyone else. They decide to look around the house for hints like detectives. Nathan and Sharon find a calendar with a date marked in red, April 18th, which is very soon. It feels like a warning that something big is going to happen. Lucas and the quiet lady discover they both have marks on their arms as if they've had shots. What's up with that? Then, Michelle finds hidden weapons and bullets. It's like finding a treasure of tools for safety, not gold. Sharon thinks our main character should take a shower to clean himself. While alone, he starts having strange flashbacks, trying to figure out who he is and what's going to happen on April 18th, but finding answers is hard. Suddenly, they hear a shout. The Asian lady has run into the woods. While Michael and Nathan watch the house, they explore the library. Nathan discovers he knows Latin and understands medical things, while Michael finds out he's good with weapons without realizing it before. In the woods, our main character remembers carrying someone with a scorpion tattoo. Then, they see a scary sight. A man tied to a tree with sharp wire, and he's not alone. They hear a woman scream and find a small house. Inside, the Asian lady is feeding another woman who's tied up. When she sees our main character, she gets very upset. Saying he did something bad to her daughter, he has to defend himself. They notice a security camera, meaning someone has been watching them, so there must be a room where they control the cameras. The next day, they plan to go back to the woods, but Michael and the Asian lady stay at the house. Suddenly, Michael hears a scream. He finds a man tied up in an open area, but when he tries to help, the man attacks him. While all this was happening, the others found a hidden spot in the woods, with 2 cars covered up with branches. Lucas discovered a photo in one car that had everyone's picture except for our main character. Suddenly, the Asian lady arrived, out of breath, saying Michael was in big trouble. They all hurried to help Michael, but it was too late. He couldn't breathe and died right there. Afterward, they split up to search the area better. Our main character, now called Jonah, and Sharon, came across an old, abandoned place with the number 18 on the fence, reminding them of the mysterious date, April 18th. While looking around, they saw a kid who ran and locked himself in a shed. They tried to talk to him through a small opening, and the kid warned someone named Jonah to stay away because they would come tomorrow. Jonah was surprised to learn the kid knew his name. Jonah tried to open the shed with his gun but couldn't. Meanwhile, Nathan noticed Lucas was sick, having a terrible headache and remembering things, realizing he knew the Asian lady from before. They decided Lucas needed to rest, and the Asian lady took Nathan to where the tied-up woman had been, but she was gone. They went looking for her and found some old military houses in the woods. That's when Nathan found glasses that fit him and started remembering being part of some bad experiments. Back at the house, Lucas, troubled by his memories, started following the Asian lady, saying he remembered her. She got scared and locked herself in the attic to keep away from him. As Lucas and his friends look for more hints, Lucas finds a secret basement full of doctor's tools, human brains in jars, and a big screen for watching some rooms. It's very spooky, with all the room doors left open. On another side, Nathan hears a woman crying loudly in one of the old military houses. He finds the same woman who was mad at Jonah earlier, holding her daughter who has passed away. She gets angry at Nathan, calling him a killer, but he runs out and locks the door, leaving her inside. When he gets outside, he sees a lot of upset people, crying and holding their heads. Back at the house, Lucas finds a video camera with a shocking video. It shows Jonah talking about the 96th day of a scary test, where the people, including Lucas and the Asian lady, reacted well to some shots. But they forget everything, starting over as if they were almost gone, then coming back with no memories of who they were. When Jonah and Sharon get back, Lucas, very upset and holding a weapon, blames Jonah for everything. He says the video shows Jonah was doing tests on them. Sharon, confused and wanting to know the truth, watches the video and starts crying, agreeing with Lucas. Jonah says he can't remember doing any of that, but Lucas, feeling betrayed, knocks him out. When Jonah wakes up, he finds himself back in the pit with all the bodies, thrown there by Lucas. As he climbs out, he meets the girl with the scorpion tattoo, linking back to his broken memories. Here, Lucas becomes very upset. He runs into the house, asking Sharon and the quiet lady for the car keys because he's really scared and confused. Sharon tries to make him feel better, but Lucas isn't listening. Suddenly, he starts a fight with the quiet lady. Sharon steps in just in time and uses a gun to scare Lucas away. He runs off into the woods, and everything goes quiet. Meanwhile, Jonah is trying to breathe while surrounded by people who have passed away. Just then, the quiet lady comes back and gives him a rope to help him out. Once he's safe, Jonah decides to stay away from the others, wanting to find the boy who might know something important. Back at the ruined place, Jonah finds what seems to be a simple doctor's area. He sees a map that shows something urgent about a mysterious box. He kind of remembers talking about this important box. Then, suddenly, he's facing two wild people, and one of them eats the car keys in a crazy moment, making Jonah have to fight to survive. Later, he's driving with the keys, which are still wet, a harsh reminder of his fight. He comes across a group blocking the road, including the boy and his tied-up mom, with the boy's grandma pointing a gun at Jonah. She begs him to stop doing tests and giving shots. After they go, Jonah has even more questions. Near an old car, he finds the box he was thinking about, full of bottles. He remembers he was part of a big project, making a virus and a cure for the army. In another car, he finds an ID that shows his name is Jonah Cook. Besides, Jonah finds a happy picture of him and Sharon, very different from the trouble they are in now. Suddenly, another car hits his, driven by Lucas, who looks very unwell. Jonah tries to be kind and help Lucas, saying he only wanted to help everyone. He tries to give Lucas a shot that could cure him, but Lucas, very upset inside, fights back. Jonah has to protect himself and ends up hitting Lucas with a rock to stop him. Lucas, in his last moments, is very troubled and remembers a time when everyone thanked Jonah for saving them, a memory that's sad now because of everything that's gone wrong. Then, Nathan snaps back to the present, remembering everything that's happened. He and Sharon stand together, fighting off sick attackers at their hiding place. Jonah, feeling he must help, comes to their rescue. Remembering the disease spreading, he tells everyone to use the shot that could protect them. But then, Jonah is pushed into a big hole filled with people who didn't make it, just as the sun comes up on the 18th. As the new day starts, Nathan and Sharon fight to stay safe from the sick people, barely making it. They hear helicopters, a sign that help might be coming. As the sick people start to lose, Nathan understands the importance of the date. It's when they might be saved. He quickly tells the soldiers coming to help that they are still alive and asks them not to attack. As the soldiers arrive, they follow a strict rule: no survivors. Sadly, Nathan is hurt by this harsh rule. Jonah and Sharon, very scared, look for a safe place to hide. The quiet lady also hides by running into the woods. In all the trouble, Sharon finds out she's hurt from a knife by the woman they met before. With danger everywhere, Jonah decides they should hide in the large hole filled with people who didn't make it, hoping to be safe there. They give themselves one more shot from the vaccine, hoping for a miracle. Sharon gives Jonah a note, hoping it will help him if he forgets everything again. But then, the soldiers throw more victims into the hole, hiding the note and their last bit of hope. Jonah wakes up later, forgetting everything again, because the note is gone. He gets out of the hole, finding only a gun. The quiet lady, who somehow always understands them, saves him again. In a moment we don't see, we hear Sharon's voice reading the note. The note tells a story of bravery. They were doctors fighting a terrible disease. The quiet lady is very important because she might be immune to the disease, and she could help find a cure. The note's message is to keep her safe no matter what, because she might be the key to saving everyone. The story ends with Jonah and the quiet lady, the only ones left, standing near the big hole, a reminder of their fight. This is where their tale stops. Please like and share your thoughts about this story in the comments.